Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. And here is Kathy's website. If you're interested, feel free to freeze frame on that if you want to. If you need to, of course. Supportive Oracle cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. There's a few different websites. Colette's is on the back here. ColetteBaronReed.com. There's a picture of Colette if you're interested. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you want it. And I got this, I just noticed this today, about the illustrator Jen, I mess up this name, Della Grataglia? And there's all these websites for Jen. So feel free to check out any of that you want to if you're interested. Sometimes just checking out those links are fun. I don't know if it's actually active. I don't know how old this is. We're going to say it's active. All right. What do we have for Cancer? Cancer. A lot of possibilities. I think these are good for you. You got the wheel coming out? Or did you? No, you don't. You have the Eight of Wands. I thought I saw the wheel. Apparently I am wrong. You got the World and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles kind of looks like a wheel, but it's not. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Is the wheel here? No. The Chariot is not here either, but I'm feeling like when the Chariot is your card, I'm not sure exactly where... things are starting fast. Things are unexpected. Two of Pentacles with Judgment in your favor. Judgment in your favor. Things are going well. When things start off, and I feel like when people watch this, I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then within 2 weeks, something is going to just take right off real fast. Either a new project at work, or somebody's going to say that they're pregnant, or there's an opportunity for something else that you weren't expecting. Maybe there's a vacation coming up. Something is popping in really fast. When this happens, not everybody is involved. I don't think that's going to bother you, but not everybody's involved, but I don't see you able to do anything about it. You do have this card. What are we saying here? You look out for a lot of people. And it really matters to you who's involved and who's not. But I feel like not everybody's going to be involved in this situation coming up. But let it sort out the way it's sorting out. You're going to see, it's going to be one of those things after it's all said and done. Okay, that was good. It might be one of those, like not everybody could go. But the people who couldn't go, maybe that worked out for one reason or another. Maybe to their benefit, maybe the benefit of people who went. You got to let it kind of come forward. Whatever's coming forward is coming forward very fast. It's a great opportunity. They're saying roll with it. Don't worry about it. Why is the World coming up? What's up with the World coming up for Cancer? It's not a lot to think about. It's just realizing that there's new things coming in. Other people think about you with this. I'm getting like the Hermit card and the Four of Cups. Don't overthink things that you can't control. You know how they say, worry is wasteful. Because I feel like you're looking out or you're concerned about other people. And it's good that you care. That's not bad. But if you really can't do anything about it, maybe the best you can do is write it down. And just, one thing that I've done, I haven't done it in a long time, but like if I really can't stop thinking about something, I keep a little book next to my bed, a little notebook, and then before I go to bed, I write it down and I just see if anything comes through a dream. Every time I think about it, I just try to let it go, and I'm just kind of like, if there's something I can do, I write it down, and I'm like, if there's something I could do, let me know, otherwise I need to let it go. If you can't do something about it, like there's no purpose in worrying. Like if you can do something, okay, do something. If you can't do something, or you're like, I don't think that's right for me to do that, or you don't want to do that, that's fine. Step away from it. But try to find ways to untie yourself from the worry. Worry will bring your energy down and create more problems for you that you don't need. Um, Whatever this situation is, I feel like you might have a tendency to worry about things that you don't have any control over. And there might be people who are kind of diverging or going their separate ways. For some of you, I feel like you're dealing with siblings, and certain siblings have decided they're just not going to connect anymore. They're just not going to see each other whenever. Like maybe even for the holidays. Like, sure, you can be here, then I'll be somewhere else because I don't want to deal with you anymore. And it may be hard, and it's kind of like, well, I feel bad about that because they're a part of the family. It may be better to let them be separate for a while. See them on your own terms. Doesn't mean you have to choose anybody, but let them work it out for themselves and let them decide what they want to do. Avoid getting in the middle of something. Don't think about it too much. Don't worry about it. It's going to work out the way it needs to. I know that's hard for some people because I see like there's something going on here. That's the Nine of Swords. There's stress in the Magician. People deciding what they want to do. Things are changing. And there's the resting tree on here. And things aren't... There's also the Desert Prince. Things aren't always what they seem with the Desert Prince. It's kind of like things... Yeah, it's kind of like, you know... You date this person, they look great, they sound great, they smell great. And then you realize, yeah, they're really not the best person. They don't take care of themselves very well. They can't look out after anybody else, that's for sure. So it's kind of like one of those things. It's kind of like hold back, let the truth come forward on its own terms. Other people are holding things back from you. They're not telling you all the ins and outs. Some people aren't telling you things because they don't want to look bad. Other people aren't telling you things because they don't want to drag you into it. Be aware that all this is going on. People here do very much care about you. So the Ace of Cups here is for you, whatever's going on here. They do very much care about you, but they may not care about each other that much. And it's just kind of like, let them just separate the way they need to. People are blocking things off. People are upset about things they're not willing to work on. Sometimes it's really hard. People have heartbreak, but they're not really willing to work on the heartbreak unless it's on their terms. It's kind of like, I just want people to know how I feel. I don't want to know how they feel. I don't want to absorb what happened to them. I just want them to know how I feel and realize that they were wrong to do what they did. They don't want to look at the whole picture and look at everything that played into what happened and why everything happened, what actually created the whole situation. So there's a block on working on the heartbreak with people around you. They don't want to do it. They just want to feel how they feel and explain how they feel. They don't want to deal with other people's problems or why people might have said what they said or why people felt the way they felt, which is a big piece of solving the situation long term, going through all the emotions, going through why everybody feels the way everybody feels and what happened and what caused this and what went here. This is a long-standing problem that I feel like this is how this is turning out. This is how they're persevering through it. They're kind of walking away from each other. Whoever this is, again, I keep getting positive energy towards you. Positive energy towards you, just not towards each other. Ironically, it may not seem like it, but the divergence and the walking away from each other is creating a lot of healing. And for you just to kind of go with it, kind of like, all right, they're not going to deal with each other, and just not bring up anything about the other. Like if there's two siblings, you don't talk about the other sibling's business in front of the other one, and vice versa. You just kind of like, you keep those subjects segregated. You just don't talk about it. There's healing going on there. They've got to decide what they want, whoever these people are. They've got to decide what they really want from this. This is going to be a long-standing change. This may not ever come back together the way it was, but it may be a lot better for everybody in the long run, letting it be like it is. It may not seem like it at first, but there's a lot of possibilities coming forward. And I'm getting like whatever's happening here is probably going to stick around for a long time, but it could be a lot happier and healthier for everybody. And it's just one of those things where we just got to accept things are going to be a little bit different. There's this last thing here. You got the Cosmos with the Hermit. So I'm just like, what are we saying with that? Because this is something else good coming out of this situation for you. Nine of Cups and the Devil card. When boundaries are set and people are comfortable with their boundaries, they like all you have to do is stick with them. Be careful, because I feel like these. I don't know. I feel like other people might start conversations. Don't engage in those conversations. The devil card with the Nine of Cups is making me feel like, other people are very happy. Like the people making the decisions and deciding they're going to live like that, they're very, very happy and they have no intention of crossing that line. They're not allowing other people to affect them. The only thing I can look at is you might notice other people might end up in a snafu here if they try to break the boundaries or if they try to buck the boundaries. They might end up with the same treatment. So I'm getting two siblings, right? They're just not going to talk anymore. They're not going to deal with each other. They don't want to see each other. They're done. If one's there, the other one's not. That's just how they're going to do it. And I'm almost getting like a third party kind of like trying to sneak them together, trying to like, trick them to getting together. What's going to happen is that third party is going to get ousted. Neither of those people will hang out with the third party at all. And it might be like you might actually see less of these two people because of this one person. The person, it's a troublemaker energy. I'm sorry, but it is. It's a meddling energy. They may think they have the best of intentions, but if that happens, they might get themselves, on the no thank you list too. So be aware of that. I feel like that just makes the whole situation much more complicated. Because it's kind of like, for example, if you were talking about holidays, like at the end of the year, a lot of people get together for holidays. These people might work it out kind of like, all right, I'll show up for this holiday, you show up for that holiday. They might have like a texting, like, I'm going to show up for this one, so the other one's going to be like, all right, fine, I won't be there, I'm going to go to this one, or whatever. Or one might be like, I'm going to go in the morning, you go in the afternoon. Sounds fair to me, works out. They may have like a small amount of communication, but only in the purpose of like how to not deal with each other. If that third party gets involved, I feel like instead of like doing that, they might be like, well, we're just not going to go to any events. And that, like, you might not hardly see them at all if that third party causes a problem. Kind of like, well, the third party's going to be there, and if they're going to be there, I'm not going to be there. There's too much stress. I already don't want to see the one person. We're working it out, but that third party had to be more of an issue. So, you know what? I'm just not going to bother with any of the holidays. You're just not going to see me at all during that time. That's where that might progress to. So I feel like they're trying to give you a heads up so it doesn't have to get to that level. All right, I think we're done. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.